more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Bavarians is for your man and you too.
That you say? No Boulder Dash or baloney here.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to The Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, breaking the seal all over the finer things of life, Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Oh, yeah, seal broken. Welcome in, everybody. We are The Unfiltered Gentleman. Thanks for listening. I'm Greg. That's Scott.
Oh, yeah.
And that's Dan.
Yep.
We're a talkative bunch. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for drinking along. Don't forget to hashtag show us your beers if you're drinking along and posting pictures on the grams or the other social medias that the kids are using these days. And if you have nice pictures of beer cans, hashtag cans for cans.
Or cans for Dan.
And cans for Dan. Thank you, Asheville. Shout out to Asheville for being our top listenership this week. Ooh. Asheville, North Carolina. Beer girl out in that neck of the woods.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's always nice when a beer city tops the charts. Nashville's definitely one of those beer cities. So.
Beer city. Beer city.
Beer city, bitch. Beer city. Taking a different route on that one.
You did.
Burp word of the week is glorious. We'll get to that in a little bit. About the time we call up the pen.
Oh, show.
But in the meantime, I'm very parched, and I don't know about you guys, but we have a lot of scientific work to get through.
Oh.
So let's just jump right into it.
From a bottle, from a can, why don't people understand my inebriation? Beer! Oh. Beer science!
Not been enough of this song lately.
Yeah.
We're doing some beer science for our beer of the week. Kind of feel a little narcissistic because the beer of the week is made by me.
Hey.
Suck it, everybody else. So what you guys have in front of you is two beers, a tall glass and a small glass.
I see.
What I've done is I've made a Kolsch, and I had some extras, so I figured I'd do some beer science. So from a grain, malt, grain, base, hops, everything, these two beers are exactly the same. The only difference is the yeast. So in the tall glass, you have a typical Kolsch yeast. In the smaller glass, you have a typical ale. I think it's, for the nerds out there, Safale 04, I think, is the ale yeast that I use. If you just look, appearance-wise, they look very different. The Kolsch yeast is much cloudier, like a Kolsch should be.
Yes.
And then the other one is very clear, like an ale might be.
Yeah.
For those of you that are interested, it's mostly Pilsner and Vienna malt. The little wheat and acidulated malt in there. I use Syrian Golding's hops. So the Kolsch yeast is 4.79 ABV, and the ale yeast is 4.88 ABV.
Okay.
So basically the same. I way overpitched on the ale yeast just because I could. And so I got a couple more points out of it. But go ahead, and I would say try the tall glass first, the cloudy one. Have a sip of that. Rate it, swish it, do whatever you're going to do with it, and then move on to the other one. And there's no wrong answer, but I'd be interested to know what you guys like better. I will drink along with you.
Yes, do that. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it was interesting. Right off the bat, the description of the beer is they're two. It feels like they're two different beers, and
the Kolsch is a little cloudy.
Right.
I hate to call it hazy because it's not hoppy or an IPA,
right?
Anything, but real smooth. You really kind of get that Pilsner and Vienna. It's just classic Kolsch recipe, smooth going down, and easy to drink.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. I love a good Kolsch, and I was actually really happy with the way this one turned out.
I almost always feel like it smells a little like apple juice or something like the Kolsch. A little.
Interesting.
Right?
That would technically be an off thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, at least... But you get that in all Kolsch's or just this one?
Maybe it's my nose.
Interesting. I don't, but doesn't mean you're wrong.
Okay.
If you get apple juice flavor, that means it didn't ferment all the way through.
Not the flavor, just
right,
the smell for whatever reason. Yeah.
I don't pick that up.
Okay. Maybe because hops kick me in the face so much that anything different, you know what I mean?
I'm not offended. I just I don't get it. Okay. So I get the so now I got the other one very clear. I mean, it almost looks like a macro beer kind of Bud Light type of appearance.
Yeah, no, it's very good though.
It's bubbly. It's crisper. It's cleaner. The little one that is. The gentlemen are trying.
That we are.
Uh-huh. Have we developed a preference yet?
I like the taste of this one better.
Uh-huh. That's the Kolsch yeast.
Yeah. I like the smell of this one better.
Interesting.
It's weird.
That is weird. So you like the smell of the ale
Oh,
yeast?
man.
Huh. Let me smell that.
I hate to be totally unoriginal, but I might have to co-sign that.
It does have a stronger smell. I don't know that I like it or dislike it, but I will agree that it has more smell to it.
To me, it has more smell, but not as much flavor or taste, whatever.
Yeah, to me, the flavor on the ale yeast is just kind of like it's kind of like a light beer.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to it.
Right.
For the Kolsch one, you taste like a Kolsch. To me, it tastes like what a Kolsch should taste like.
Correct.
All right. One more element to throw into this. People are like, I wish I could see you guys. This is horrible podcasting.
I know. And I just said, I like this one better.
Right.
I know.
All right. I should have showed you how little, like, everybody just pour just a little splash of what I'm about to hand you into the Kolsch one, the tall glass.
Oh, man. Good thing I didn't, drink all of it.
I know. I should have warned you. The less you have, the less you want to splash. Like, you see kind of what my color turned into, just slightly darker.
Oh, this is some beer science here, man.
Oh, yeah. We're getting all scientific and shit.
Spladoosh. There you go.
just a
Careful
little
of that.
splash,
Looks
yeah.
explosive.
It is diarrhea.
Okay, so just
Yeah,
down the hatch, eh?
have a swig of that. Tell me what you think.
Snaps. I can. Oh, shit. I like the smell of it already, man.
All right, they're giving it a shot. This is my favorite thing to do with this beer.
What the hell?
Yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Scott's gonna get up on his mic there.
Yeah.
It's coffee. It's cold brewed coffee.
It knocked me down.
It's cold brew concentrate coffee. I was gonna do some of this as a coffee Kolsch, like fermented that way, and I thought, why? I could just add it later. So I made all just Kolsch, and then sometimes I'll throw just a little splash of cold brew concentrate in there, and I love the taste of a coffee Kolsch, and I just love the way it smooths it out and mellows it out.
Yeah.
But you get a little bit of that coffee. You get a lot of the coffee smell, a little bit of the coffee flavor. To me, it's a nice
delicious
hot day. It's like drinking a cold brew on a hot day.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It's delicious. It's going to keep me up all night.
Now we're wired. So,
Yeah.
hopefully that was interesting to the people listening. Just you need ever so little of that coffee because it's a concentrate. Normally,
Yeah.
if you're going to drink it
just a
as a
drop,
cold brew,
yeah.
you'd add a bunch of water to it. So I really love the way that tastes in a Kolsch. I love a good coffee Kolsch. So hopefully everyone else enjoyed it as well. So there. All right, let's move on.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
Grievances. I don't have too much of grievances. I went to Smog City Brewing down in Torrance.
Okay.
That's, California, for those of you who aren't around here. First time there. Really good stuff. I liked pretty much everything I had. We met down there for that podcast brunch club that I do sometimes. Where
Oh,
we
right on.
discuss podcasting. Had a fun group there who all was into beer. It's funny. We just started doing these at breweries now because most of the people that do the club in LA love beer. So I was like, why the fuck not?
I was about to ask you that. Are they kind of like our competition, or they have nothing to do with beer? They just happen to enjoy it.
They just love it. They
Is
don't,
that right?
Yeah, they don't make their own show.
So you're kind of the ringleader then, because
Yeah, of this
like, welcome to my element. Don't tread on my territory, though.
Right.
I
Yeah.
talk about beer, you don't.
Please allow me to sound smart.
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
right?
one guy's a programmer, like other two work in like podcast advertising and stuff. So it's like I need to sound smart. Let's go to breweries.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, how are we gonna do this? So yeah, we've developed a fun little group that really likes beer.
Cool.
So we just go to different breweries every time.
Right on.
We've done the Clouds. We've done Smog City. Like I said, we did Integrin one time. I think next up maybe we'll do like 14 cannons or something. It's just a good time. So, but Smog City, if anybody's not had Smog City and you have access to it, really, really tasty.
Yes.
I forgot to mention this last week. Was up in Paso Robles a few weeks back, and they have what they call the winemakers dinner. And Nolan from Earth and Fire told me about it. He's like, dude, it's the best thing to do. We happen to be up there for my lady friend and I's anniversary. So I was like, oh, this will be a little anniversary event. 5 years. I should spend like at least $5-10 on her. And we went to the winemakers dinner, and it's a bunch of the wineries and few of the breweries in Paso Robles team up. If they have a kitchen, they just use their own kitchen, or they team up with like other caterers or restaurants. And every booth you go to has like a wine and a food pairing. So it's like meant to be together. So, or some beer also. So we just went around to a bunch of different booths and got a lot of delicious like specialty foods and tasty wines. And at the end of the night, like, you're supposed to vote for your favorite pairing and all that stuff. It was really fun. We got very hydrated. That was always good. Hung out with Nolan from Earth and Fire. He was pouring. So we just went over and like drank a lot of his beer towards the end of the night. Like, we had already kind of made our way all the way around. We're pretty schmammered. And went and had some of his beer. And then all of a sudden we look over and like the guy he was with is pouring some whiskey. We're like, we see a whiskey right there. What's it going to take to get some of that? He's like, oh, you guys want some? I'm like, yes, we do. Which is always a bad idea to end your night with hard alcohol. You know, it's like, oh, I'm pretty wasted on wine and beer. I'm already mixing pretty hard. Hey, whiskey's right there. That's a great idea. Hard alcohol is always a great idea when you're always drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
it is, yeah.
Sober people are never like, hey, let's go fucking do shots.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you ever do that? It's like from sober? You're like, God, we need some shots.
No.
No, you're
No.
right.
Yeah.
You start drinking, and after you get a little buzz going, then they pull out the bottle, and you're like, hey, yeah, pass that around.
And it's always a bad idea.
And you're always like, this is the best idea ever.
At the time, it's a good idea.
Oh my God. And then the next morning, it's the worst idea.
Yeah.
'Cause we woke up at like 6 the next morning to go wakeboarding. Holy fuck.
Yeah, drunk Daniel has the worst ideas.
I know.
That guy's an asshole. Yeah. Sober Daniel's like, what the fuck were you thinking, dude?
Right. Yeah. Drunk Greg will do shots when he's drunk. Yeah. I've hid my debit card from me before. I couldn't find it for 3 days.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, yeah. I finally ended up just calling and getting a new one. I was like, I have no idea where I placed my debit card. Like, I didn't lose it. Like, I kind of remember I'd done something with it. Don't know what it was.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Drunk Greg does some crazy things. So. And also I want to mention I got to go pour some beer at a local beer event here, and I was pouring with Flatfish, who we had on the show a few weeks back. It was me and Mike and Deb, One Hop Mess, who happens to work for Flatfish now. She was the winner of our contest a couple months ago. Now she works there.
Oh, cool.
So we were pouring beer and drinking beer. We got to go around and taste what everybody else was doing. It's a lot of fun. I got to drink a lot of Mike's beer, obviously, and then so many people were there. Obviously, Enegren was there because locally they go to everything. I'm drawing a blank. Fig Mountain was there. Leashless was there. There was a lot. City Jungle, something from Ventura.
Man.
I can't remember what they're called. Was there. Made West was there. It was so funny. Like, I went over to the Made West tent and I was like, "Hey, can I get the pail? And can you just fucking top it off?" And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm not gonna lie, like I've had it. I'm not trying it. This is my favorite beer of the summer right now. If you could just give me as much of this as you can fit in my glass, that'd be great. I just want to sip on this for the rest of the evening." It was crazy. Stone was not there, but they had somebody represent them.
Oh,
and it was just a local I don't know, tap room, bottle shop type place. And at the end of the night, they had a shit ton of 6-packs left. And they just stacked them up on a picnic table and said, "Here you go."
Wow.
Stony Claus.
Yeah. So I walked up and I grabbed a 6-pack of Pumpkin Drublick and a 6-pack of Tangerine Express. So, yeah, I love that Tangerine. The Pumpkin Drublick, fuck the band because they end up being assholes and all that stuff. But I would never pay and support it, but I would certainly take it for free and drink the shit out of it.
Don't take it out on the beer.
No, I would never.
Yeah.
We can't dump it. That's alcohol.
Come on. You got to drink it.
Yeah.
Someone's got to drink it.
Right. But that Tangerine Express, I love that shit. So that was a lot of fun. And I debated whether to talk about this or not because I was like, I don't want to piss people off. But so if you remember a few months back when I came up with the Beer Science logo, and then it was found that apparently it looks a lot like another Beer Science-ish logo, and the guy's like, "Hey, it's copyrighted," and whatever. Some guy walked up to me while I'm pouring beer and smugly and proudly says, "Hey, you're the Unfiltered Gentleman," because I was wearing one of the Unfiltered. In fact, I was wearing the Beer Science shirt. Like, I don't sell it anymore, but I still have a couple of shirts. I'm not going to not wear them. It's not like I'm making money on them. And said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I'm the guy who told, I won't mention name, I'm the guy who told person about your logo."
Oh.
Like, smugly tells me that he tattled on me.
Oh.
And I was like, "You what?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm the guy who told what's his name about your logo."
And you're like, "I hope you like Stitches because that's what Stitches get."
Right. And I was like, "Oh, thanks. Why are you telling me this?" And he's like, "Well, you got to admit it looked, really similar." I was like, yeah, I do admit that they looked a lot alike. I didn't know it existed, and that's why I don't sell it, because they do look a lot alike, and he has a copyright and I don't, so I took it down. He's like, yeah, I mean, I would have done the same thing no matter what. Like, he's my friend, and you were copying his shit. I was like, I wasn't copying his shit. It's a very easy concept to come up with. Like,
right.
That logo, it's an atom symbol with beer ingredients. That is not hard to come up with.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps talking to me like he wants to make sure. He does the thing where, like, people who know that you hate them want to make sure that you don't hate them.
Oh, my God. All that makes me do is hate them.
Oh, it made me hate him more. And he just keeps talking. And I'm like, what the? Shut the fuck up. And he just keeps going on. So, yeah, but anyways, I was like, yeah. So thanks for being a pain in my ass. He's like, oh, come on, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I was like, hey, I got some work to do. If the guy who holds the copyright to the logo sees it and says, like, hey, our logos look the same, which they look very similar, I'm sorry. No harm was meant. I did not mean to copy your shit. Hadn't seen it. But I totally get it. But for him to be like, hey, check this out. Let me tattle on you. You know? I hate that. He's one of those, like, I thought you should know people, which never is followed up by good news. It's not like I thought you should know your wife doesn't have cancer anymore.
Right.
It's like I thought you should know, followed by bad news.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so pissed.
What a dickbag. He's like drunk Daniel wasn't there. I'm like, hey, man, it's pretty cool for me to put my nuts on your chin.
Right. It was so hard because, I was working. I was not representing myself. I was representing the brewery, and I wanted to be nice. But I was like, come on, man. Like, that's pretty lame. Like, to tattle and then to come up and don't tell me.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Why would you tell? How drunk are you that you're going to tell me that you fucked me out of using that logo?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's ridiculous, dude.
I was so annoyed. I was like, just walk away. And then it was funny. I was talking to somebody else, and I said, hey, and somebody who listens to the show, I said, hey, did you hear the episode? And oh yeah, I heard about that. I said, this guy just and I pointed at him too. And I was like, this guy just came up and told me he's the one that reported the logo. And that person was like, how weird. It's like, yeah, like, that's like running over your puppy and coming back a week later and be like, hey, man, ran over your puppy. And I was like, yeah, it is. Like, what the hell?
This guy reminds me of the guy from Pineapple Express, where he was like, remember, he's going to report Jonah Hill or whatever. He'd be like, no, man, it's totally cool. You guys can come with me to the party and all that. And you remember, he's like, are you calling over your friends, your fantastic friends? And it's like, he ends up getting his ass kicked at the end in the party. But, it just totally reminds me of that fucking guy.
I don't know what his deal was.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so weird to me. That why would you come up and tell me? I don't get it. So anyways, that happened. The rest of the night was a blast.
Right.
But that was weird, and 10 minutes of my night I wish didn't happen.
Yeah.
So fucking weird. But
weirdo.
Yeah, had a lot of fun pouring beer, and we'll be pouring beer with Flatfish at the California Beer Festival in Ventura coming up in a week or so, or few days actually by the time this thing drops. So if you're going to go to the Ventura Beer Festival, come say hi. I'll be pouring beer. Flatfish. Good beer, too.
What t-shirt you going to wear?
Not that one!
You should wear that one.
You should.
I know.
Fuck that guy.
Oh, God, I was so annoyed. Well, I made up a new shirt that I think I'll get printed and wear. It says Drink Local on it. You guys go to the website.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
TheUnfilteredGentleman.com.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a Drink Local, and then underneath it has like the longitude, latitude of whatever, and we can customize it, whatever brewery you want. So that'd be really funny to, like, since I'm pouring for Flatfish, maybe do Drink Local and have their coordinates on it.
Yeah, you should just keep wearing that one. You're running that guy. Be like, hey, it was one of our worst sellers because it was so unimaginative. So we're better off. Thanks.
Yeah, I really like that logo, but whatever. I didn't mean to bite it off anybody.
Right.
And all right, I won't get into that. Lots to get to. We have a listener voicemail. Wow. Somebody left us a drunk voicemail.
All right.
Yeah, old timer with a big beer babe. We have a great bullpen beer to get to and a lot of news. Let's. I'll warn you, this is very short. Let's start things off with the listener voicemail that we received.
Oh fuck!
That's it.
That was it. Here we go again.
Oh fuck!
Dude, that guy's wasted.
That guy sounds so wasted.
That's awesome. He kind of sounds like me, but I don't think it was me.
One more time in case everybody missed it.
Oh fuck!
Drunk Dan, is that you?
Yeah. He sounds
Call again.
wasted.
Oh, man.
Not enjoying whatever night he's having.
No. And then he called us by accident and didn't leave a voicemail.
Yeah. Just an oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wonder if that was on purpose or not.
I don't know.
He's like, oh, who did I just call? Oh, fuck.
I mean, I don't know. You'd think he'd do it on purpose and then
Maybe he forgot. Like by the time the voicemail picked up or something, maybe he's like, "Who did I call?"
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh fuck!
Someone's like, "You're getting that pizza, right?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm on the phone right now." Oh, fuck! Voicemail. Domino's doesn't have voicemail.
Yeah. Oh god! So I thought that was great. I don't know who that was. So whoever that was, if you're listening, please identify yourself / call and leave a real voicemail.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
We want to hear it, man. We want to hear how your night was going. Sounded okay until that moment.
Yeah. It sounded either great or horrible.
Yeah.
The oh fuck could go one of two ways.
Correct.
So there's that. Old timey word of the week: rumbumptuous.
Mm-hmm.
Rumbumptuous, offensive, unruly, and stuck up. That guy who left the voicemail might have been a little rumbumptuous.
Rumbumptuous.
Who knows?
Sounds like a Shaggy song. Mr. Rumbumptuous.
I can see him doing it. That'd be pretty fantastic, actually. All right, let's class things up a bit.
No one could blame you for bed swerving. It's time for a beer babe of the week.
It is indeed. Her name is Alyssa. You can find her on the grams at Dearly Beer. No spaces, no dots, no dashes.
Ooh.
Good news for Scott.
I like it already.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. She's drinking what appears to be Watch the Throne. I really don't know what that is. But you should definitely follow her at Dearly Beer on the grams. She posts a lot of great beer pictures and, cans for cans.
Love it.
Yes. All right. We have a delicious bullpen beer to get to, but I think we're still enjoying our first beer. So we'll move on to the news and come back around to the bullpen beer.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
Normally I would apologize, but because it's happening to the Giants, sucks for you, Giants. Ballast Point announces plan for new tap room near AT&T Park.
All right.
How terrible.
How terrible. As if there's not enough crap going on in that
Oh, my
block.
God.
Yeah.
Way to step it down.
The Giants or Ballast Point?
Yeah, everyone took a step back on that one.
Yeah,
Man.
I'd say so.
Oh, man.
So now you go get drunk on shitty fruity beer before you go watch a shitty fruity team.
Oh, it's a double whammy.
Yeah, sorry, NorCal listeners. I only sort of mean it.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll be really close to where the new Warriors Stadium will be. Yeah, which
Well,
is going
bring
to be
them.
really close to AT&T Park.
Maybe they won't win this year because of that. It's going to bring them down.
Well, they're not there yet. I mean, it'll be a few years before the Warriors move over.
Oh,
so
okay.
that'll be the year that like Steph breaks an ankle.
Oh,
or something.
yeah. Everything's going to go downhill because of that place, man.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Ballast Point, Constellation laid off dozens of employees throughout the
shit.
company. Yeah. And then the same day announced that they spent $4 billion in a 38% stake of Canopy Growth Corp., which is a cannabis company.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they laid off a bunch of people and then invested heavily in the marijuana.
Interesting.
Yeah. It seems to be what big beer companies are doing right now. Like Miller Coors invested, and I think was it AB InBev that also invested a bunch of money in cannabis.
Oh, man.
It's the new craft beer, I guess. Craft weed.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's not craft, it's run by AB InBev.
Right. Well, I don't know. It seems like everybody else has kind of been like, pussyfooting around the legalities. And I think if anyone could probably get it right is maybe a, big corporation or something like that. So,
Well, they've got the money behind the lawyer side to definitely
Right.
figure out what they can and can't do.
Right.
So it'll be interesting. So far, it seems like everybody, except for Lagunitas, is doing non-alcoholic marijuana beer.
right.
Cannabis beer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for
Hey,
some THC and some ABV.
I think they're investing money. They must know something that we don't. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll start drinking a Constellation brand beer if they start putting enough weed in it.
it's true.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying. If they know what they're doing.
Let me distribute these cans. Split the 2 cans amongst yourselves.
Cans for cans.
Yeah, here's one more full one over here. Getting to our bullpen beer momentarily. And speaking of shitty big beer companies, Golden Road, their Sacramento location has received dozens. They're in trouble. They've received dozens of noise complaints because they're staying, and they had to adjust their opening times and close earlier because of all the noise complaints they're getting in the neighborhood. And they also were supposed to start producing beer by May 24th at that location or face fines. And they have yet to start producing beer.
Oh, man.
There's certain types of permits that you get as a brewery, and one of them is producing. And it makes it easier for you to sell beer if you're producing beer. Mm-hmm. But you have to start producing in a certain amount of time. The interesting thing was I was talking to a brewer about this, and they were saying that like some places will get that production permit and then just like brew and dump. Like, don't even sell it. They're just like, as long as we're producing for the permit, like, that's all we need.
Oh, wow.
We'll brew and dump and sell other things. And you think at the very least Ballast Point could do, like, a homebrew size system and brew and dump. You know, it's weird that they're letting themselves fall into that sort of thing, and that somebody like AB InBev would not follow the laws.
Right.
They're like we said, they have lots of lawyers and shit.
Right. I don't know. That kind of contradicts what I was thinking there.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know what they're doing.
You're wrong, sir.
I know.
I said good day. This is kind of cool. Canarchy, who is like the parent company for, oh my God, I am having a total brain fart here. The one in Colorado. Oscar Blues. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Total brain fart.
You were just there.
Yeah, I know. They also own and distribute a bunch of other breweries, and they're now doing the first multi-brewery mix pack, which is kind of cool.
Oh.
So in this 12-pack, you're going to get Cigar City's High Lie IPA, which we all know and love.
Oh, wow.
Dale's Pale Ale from Oscar Blues, which classic. Everyone's had it. Perrin Brewing's Black Ale. I've had Perrin. I've never had their Black Ale. What I have had from them was frickin' delicious. And Hop Rising by Squatters Craft Beers in Utah. Haven't had that one. Haven't even heard of that one. But that's kind of cool. You start getting like mixed brewery packs.
Right.
So instead of just getting mixed to Firestone pack, get a mixed everybody pack.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
We're all getting along.
Yeah, we are. And as far as I know, that's still considered craft because they're owned by crafts.
Mm-hmm. Right.
God, the laws are so ridiculous.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. So, all right. Are we ready to make a call?
We are.
Let's make a call to the bullpen.
He calls to the bullpen for
Beer.
In fact, this beer really needs its own entrance music. Let's cue that up. I've already had a copyright claim against my logo.
Oh, man.
I'm waiting for Vince to call me.
I know.
I'm suing you.
He usually does.
Yeah, himself personally.
Yeah.
You're fired. Vince, I don't work for you. Oh, we're suing you.
Yeah.
This we are drinking is Glorious from Lord Hobo Brewing. It's Glorious Galaxy Pale Ale. You may know Lord Hobo because they also have Boom Sauce.
Boom Sauce.
This was graciously donated to us by listener Ollie. Thank you so much. 6.5%, 72 delicious IBUs. It's got a 4.01 on Beer Advocate, and I'd call this a little low, but a 3.84 on Untapped. From the brewery, they say this beautifully smooth New England style pale ale pours a hazy straw color. A double dose of sought-after Galaxy hops delivers a silky peach grape aroma. Tropical fruit flavors and an elegant mouthfeel. Right up Dan's alley.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of this, baby?
I fucking love Lord Hobo, dude.
Everything I've had from them has been glorious.
Yeah, it really has, and this beer is no exception. Just like right from the first swig, I'm like, oh, it is glorious.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm definitely getting that peach in the smell there.
Yeah.
I don't know about grape, but I definitely get the peach, and it's definitely tropical and fruity. And it's just the right amount of haze. Like, it's not stupid, chunky New England haze. It's just like a little bit of clean haze.
Yeah.
And it is fucking delicious.
The right mouthfeel.
Yes.
For the beer. Like, oh, my God. It's just amazing.
This thing is giving Mae West Pale Ale a fucking run for its money. This thing is so good. She brought this over to me, and I immediately had to have one for research reasons before we did the show.
Oh, show.
Of course. Oh, my God. I had 2 or 3. It is so good. And deserves the entrance music.
It really does.
Yeah. You know, I was in the Denver airport coming home a few weeks back, and some lady was. It's funny. It was an older couple. I'd say mid-50s. Scott would call that young.
Yeah, and kids.
Yeah,
spring chickens.
Yeah, they're just starting. And
are they old enough to fly alone?
Yeah, right. The parents got to walk them through security, and so they come up to the bar, and the dude, I forget what he ordered. He ordered some total bitch beer, like some fruity something. And she goes, I was so impressed. The lady goes, what IPAs do you have? And the guy lists off a few, and one of them was Boom Sauce, which I was drinking. They had Boom Sauce on tap in the Denver airport.
Oh,
so you
man.
know I was drinking the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
And so she comes up, and he's like, I got this Boom Sauce. It's really good. She's like, I don't know. And I just leaned over and was like, get the Boom Sauce. She's like, really? I said, it's kind of one of my favorite beers right now. I said, you will not be sorry. And if you are sorry, I'll drink it and pay for it. She's like, oh, okay. And she got it, and like a minute later I reached over, like, yeah? She goes, this is really good.
Yeah.
Which is how you know she's a real IPA fan.
That's gangster.
Yeah, so Lord Hobo, please send more beers out to California.
Please, man.
Oh, God, this glorious. I'm going to get more of this glorious. Like, I'm just going to buy boxes and boxes.
Yeah.
'Cause
Hey,
it is fucking
I'm
glorious.
going to start praying to Lord Hobo. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my God, come over here, please.
He's giving Tebow a run for his money.
He really is.
In the God department.
I love this guy.
Yeah, I don't know who Lord Hobo is, but I'd like to meet him someday.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, at the Pearly or the Sudsy Gates.
Yeah, my shrine needs a picture of him.
We got to make our way out of Massachusetts, apparently. I don't want anything to do with their sports teams, but I do want to drink the shit out of their beer.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, God, Lord Hobo, thank you so much. And thank you to listener Ollie, because this is fucking phenomenal.
This is great. Faux show.
Mm-hmm. All right, back to the news if we can keep our boners down. No one over here standing
No promises.
up. Yeah, no one's standing up over here, that's for sure. Alesmith is introducing new small format barrel-aged beers. And basically what that means is they're doing what Firestone is doing with their barrel-aged beer, putting them in 12-ounce bottles instead of the bigger bombers and such.
Oh, okay.
It's making them more accessible. What I like that Alesmith is doing that Firestone is not is that they're putting them. Wow. Glorious.
Yeah.
They are doing the smaller bottles for easy access as well as the bombers, the bigger size bottles. I wish Firestone would still do the bigger size bottles of their barrel-aged stuff because I would like to cellar those. Ooh, burping up some Glorious. Guess what? Tastes good coming up.
It does.
Yeah. I would like to cellar the big bottles and then, like, try one of the smaller bottles the year it comes out. Like, say, Sticky Monkey. I'll buy a small one and a big one. Drink the small one now. Cellar the big one for later. But Firestone only has small ones now.
No.
Sounds wrong. So I like what Alesmith is doing. I think that's a great idea.
Right.
At least my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm. I can co-sign that.
Yeah. Oh, God. Look out for Natty Rush.
All right.
I saw that in the rundown.
Did you?
I was like, huh?
So we all know what Four Loko is.
Oh, fuck.
And we all know what Natty Ice is.
Oh, my God.
Well, Natty Ice and Four Loko just had a lot of sex. And now we're getting Natty Rush.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just going to read the story. It's from a website called TotalFratMove.com.
It would be.
Yeah, and it's written like it, too. It says, Christmas is coming early this year as Santa will be bringing gifts for every college student across the country in October. According to On Milwaukee, that's when Anheuser-Busch's InBev is starting a new flavored malt beverage that's poised to change the game forever. If you've ever struggled to fall asleep wondering why there isn't a drink with the refreshingly smooth taste of Natty and the unhinged insanity of Four Loko, look no further. Introducing Natty Rush. From On Milwaukee, they say, as long as we have colleges, we will have college kids. With that in mind, and especially given the younger demographic popularity of Four Loko, AB InBev plans to release this fall a new high-gravity flavored malt beverage called Natty Rush. This product, part of the Natural brand family, available in 8 or 12% alcohol by volume, will be positioned as to compete with Miller Coors' existing Steel Reserve Alloy series.
Oh, shit.
Frat stars rejoice.
Oh, my God.
Natty Rush will begin selling in retailers at a pretty auspicious date, October 29th. Oh, happy birthday to Scott on that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a day late, but
Hey, close enough.
yeah, you'll be getting hammered all weekend long. You know it.
Another weekend for me.
Yeah, which is only 2 days before Halloween. We can only pray that retailers can put enough on shelves before the big holiday.
Hear, hear.
I personally will be physically unable to go to parties in my big baller brand costume without some of that canned jet fuel pumping through my veins. AB is taking a direct shot at brands like Four Loko Four Loko with Natty Rush, and I think they will be successful. Natty Rush has two things that Four Loko will never have: the trusted sterling reputation of the smooth Pilsner with all natural ingredients and some ridiculous flavor names. Nothing says waking up with live sheep or 7 in your room like Hurricane Punch. The only name that could possibly be better is Grape Smash, because nothing says I'm ready to forget how to function like a normal human being like pounding a grape smash for 3 and heading to the bar.
Wow.
He goes on to say, I applaud the makers of Natty Rush and Natty Rush Plus, which is the 12% version, for filling a hole that the F&B market I never knew existed. Woo!
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah, and I got to say, I'm proud to say that this was the year that I broke my Four Loko tradition.
Oh.
In the draft, usually my live draft, I drink a Four Loko.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, before I do anything, which is terrible. And then I tend to knock out at some point during the draft. So
I imagine.
This year I was able to stay awake, and I had extra duties to perform, and I'm glad I was able to do it. So
good on you.
I'm not looking forward to that Natty Rush. I'm glad I'm out of that scene completely now.
Oh, God, that ruins your life.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because you're such an adult now, I think you deserve...
Give this man a beer.
That's right.
Beer, yes.
Yeah.
Something maybe glorious.
It was interesting. My buddy actually... he, instead of I told him no Four Locos this year, I can't do it, man, no more, I'm done. He's like, okay, man, and he brought me,
here's some Jaeger bombs.
He brought me Deschutes Dank Wood.
Oh, I haven't had that.
It was delicious. Yeah, very good stuff.
I mean, Deschutes puts out great stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Like their the juicy, what is it called, juicy something, and the Mirror Pond. Have you had the Mirror Pond Pale? That's a good one.
No, I haven't.
And they have a summer beer that the name is escaping me, but they only release it in the summer, and I never had it till this year. Really good. So I love me some Deschutes.
Yeah, no, that was very good, and it tastes the way you think it would. Like it tastes like a little, barrel.
Dank.
Yeah, dank, and there's a toasty kind of like, like it's aged in a barrel or so, or something like that. Yeah, delicious.
This is not booze related, but real quickly, I just wanted to warn everybody: if for some reason you were going to go to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, they could fine you $500 or 30 days in jail for swearing.
Holy fuck!
Exactly.
I was gonna ask
them.
Isn't that the golf place, right? Isn't that where
Myrtle Beach?
Oh, I think there is some golfing there.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't golf, so I don't really know.
Right.
But I think you're right.
I was like, how does that sound familiar? And it just hit me when you fucking said it right now. I was like, oh, I think
there's
that's
also
golf.
a Turtle Beach.
golfing
thing.
Oh fuck! It's Myrtle the turtle.
It is.
That'd be very confusing.
Hey, I know her.
Yeah. So, but I think you're right though. I think Myrtle Beach does do some like golfing or something. But they basically they don't want you to cuss because it like disrupts the community or something, and they could fine you $500 for it or 30 days in jail
at the beach
anywhere.
Fuck
within
that.
Myrtle Beach, yeah. It's
Are
a
you
city.
kidding me?
Yeah. So
it's like didn't they watch fucking Demolition Man?
Right.
It's not gonna work.
No.
What are they gonna do? Print out a fucking paper every time I cuss over there?
That'd be pretty great.
Yeah, I thought you had like a
killing
demolition.
your trees.
I thought you had a Demolition Man on your soundboard.
No, I have
over there.
this. Oh, now it's not going to work.
Oh, damn it. The fuck are you talking about?
There you go.
I'm just saying,
$500 right there.
Yeah, Demolition Man, man.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
$500.
It was San Angeles. They fined you for swearing, and I was like, how silly would that be?
Right.
Oh my god. Apparently, it's existing.
Even Jack would have a hard time.
Oh my god.
Have a fucking beer.
What's next over there in Myrtle Beach? Huh? They can start having sex with those virtual reality things on your heads.
Probably.
Right?
I think they will.
Those stupid Air 5s with the swirlies. What's wrong with them?
Well, I know one place I won't be going.
That's right.
Hope they don't open any breweries.
Go get neutered Myrtle Beach. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah. And, God, what was this? Like a month ago, we had that healthy IPA from Avery Brewing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Had the potassium in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I found an article, of 7 beers that will legitimately help you recover faster.
It's one of them.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of healthy beers.
Okay.
Here we go. Sufferfest FKT. Sufferfest Beer Company celebrates the relationship between kicking ass on a run and following up with great beer. It's a new, lightly tart pale named after the fastest known time. The record for a trail or route adds vitamin C and black currants and sodium to the beer. Yeah. Zealous Race. That's weird. They have a typo on their own. Thank God it wasn't me not being able to read. Because below it says race pace, so it's probably race pace.
Oh.
Zealous race pace is impressively hop heavy for its slight 3.7% alcohol. Not to say it drinks heavy, this hazy session-ready ale is crisp while flavorful, leaves a pleasant lingering bitterness. It also adds potassium, sodium, and calcium.
So far it sounds like they're targeting like the beer mile crowd.
Mm-hmm. Like those people that run and then drink afterwards.
Yeah.
Those fucking weirdos that like to exercise.
Hey, there's a demographic for it, I guess. It's interesting.
Dogfish Head Sea Quench, S-E-A, Sea Quench. It's a Berliner Weiss with sea salt, and I guess, salt adds, whatchamacallits to your body, electrolytes. Miss Billion War Goose has fruit punch electrolyte mix in it. That sounds awful. Goose Island, I don't know how to say that. Soleil. Sure, Soleil. The Belgian style Saison is refreshingly dry with a pleasant floral character, punctuated by the additions of kombucha and ginger.
Those sound healthy.
I know. Sam Adams Raspberry Lemon Goza stands out for its use of sea salt, which we admit on paper doesn't sound very appetizing. However, this fruit-forward raspberry lemon-flavored wheat shows no hint of the electrolytes floating within. And you should find yourself in Boston around a marathon time. Seek out Sam's special release, the 26.2 Brew Goza. And finally, Avery's Go Play IPA, which we know all about.
Dude.
Yes. This big, juicy hop flavors prove it's worthy of any post-run celebration filled with sodium and potassium.
Potassium. I wonder if after you run, if that would, usually you should drink water or something like that. So you even the next day after you're drinking, sometimes you get those
Charlie horse.
Yeah. I wonder if you're like fucking LeBron over there, cramping up. You know what I mean?
Bitching out in the playoffs?
Yeah. I wonder if, because it has potassium in it, if it would keep you from cramping up afterwards.
Maybe.
Right?
We should give LeBron a beer.
Yeah. Because
Find out what happens.
potassium should help with that. Scientifically.
Give this man a beer.
There you go. There you go, LeBron. Yeah, theoretically that would work.
Right.
Well, next time we work out.
Right?
Let's grab a Go Play IPA.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that.
Just pound it.
Those really hurt, man. I can't stand the cramping up in the morning. That wakes me up, and I'm like, oh God, I'm still drunk, and it's like I have to stand or something. Like, oh, I'm dying.
Oh, you know how a lot of people drink a Gatorade before they go to bed if they got drunk or whatever? What or something? I wonder if instead of drinking Gatorade, our last beer could just be the Go Play.
Try one of those.
Yeah, if that would kind of help the hangover and the cramps and all that.
Interesting.
Sound like it's my time of the month. I have a headache and I have cramps.
Hey, people know what I'm talking about, man.
Oh, yeah, for
all
sure.
of a sudden your leg is burnt.
In the middle of the night, it wakes your ass up.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, my leg's being chopped off.
Screaming and shit, and the dog's barking at you, and it's all mayhem at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No.
Yeah, I'm sure Scott's done it many a time.
Oh, I just take a Midol. I feel better.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, that's all for us. That's everything, I think. I don't think I missed anything. Don't forget, next week we have our interview with Brian O'Connell from Renegade Brewing. Find out all about Renegade from its early beginnings in his backyard to now they're shipping multiple states.
Boom.
Wow.
And they're helping me smuggle beer home from Colorado.
Hey.
Yes. So check that out on the next batch. In the meantime, you can find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com. Follow our social medias for pictures of what we're drinking and pictures of news stories we talk about, as well as updates from us kicking the Booze League's ass for the Booze and Tug Fantasy Football League.
Oh, yeah, it's happening.
It's it's there and it's happening.
Yep, I won my first game already.
Yeah. Insert winner here.
That's right.
So anyways, make sure you follow us at The Unfiltered Gentleman, except for Twitter at Unfiltered Gents. Don't forget to be like whoever the other person was that sort of left us a voicemail. Except don't be like him. Just leave a longer one.
Yes, please.
Yeah, 805-538-BEER, 2337. It will not. Nobody's going to pick up. It just goes straight to our voicemail. Don't worry. It's not going to be like your ex-girlfriend on the other line telling you how big a loser you are.
We're getting closer.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we got no fuck so far.
Yeah. No fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. He sounded so wasted, too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
That was like me when I was doing shots after getting drunk.
Oh, fuck.
Exactly.
Oh, he was in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Oh.
$500 right there.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
not-
that's why. Oh fuck! I
Pay up, barbarian.
Yeah, that's not so glorious. Thanks to listener Ollie for the tasty beer.
Yes.
And I think that's everything. So hope everyone else is out there staying hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.